Another thing to have in the bus game is, of course, having teams. Being able to pick if you want to be a bus driver or passenger and choosing what location you want. Like, that's pretty good to have in the bus game, and I'll be showing you how to do that. So first, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding two teams within teams. So I just select the two. This one over here, I'm going to be naming this bus driver as our first team. A second one, I'm going to be naming that as passengers. You could also change the name if you want to. And now that we did that, I'm going to be turning auto assignable off for bus driver so that we don't automatically go to the bus driver team. We just want to spawn to the passengers whenever we join the game. And now what we're going to do for team color, I'm just going to change the color of it. You can pick whatever color you want. But I'm going to go with lapis for the team color for the bus driver and passengers. Let's go with feel like going with a fossil for passengers. So now that we did that, we of course need to create our spawn locations for the bus driver. So this one will be our bus driver one. I will just change the color to blue. You don't have to change the color, a little brick color of the bus driver. No bus spawner. No bus spawn, I meant. That's just an option that you can do by just doing that so you can see which one is which. Now that we did that, we're gonna duplicate this and I'll just move this over to here. This one will be our passenger spawn. Yep, this one is going to be a passenger spawn, and I'll just change color this to, let's go for more like a teal color, like maybe, yeah, let's just go with the sand green for this as our example. So this is where the person as a bus driver will spawn, and this will be person where a passenger will spawn. So now that we did that, let's just create a folder. And this one will be our team spawn. And within that, we go create another folder. This one will be just for the bus driver spawn. So it'll just be for this one. And then we can also have one for the passenger. So I'll just name this one to passenger spawn. And this one will just be for the passengers over there. And now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to change our team color. So let's just change this to the same as our passengers. So ours was fossil, so just copy that color over, and the red marker shows what color it is. So we just had to pick that one for the passengers. Just pick the same color that you pick for your team color, and you should be good. So now we just need to do the same for our bus driver one, and ours was lapis, so right over there. Just to pick the same color for your bus spawn, and that will be good. Now that we did that, let's put the bus spawn into your bus driver spawn. And passenger spawn, we just go put that underneath passenger spawn. And right now I'm going to create three spawn locations. This one, I'm going to rename this one to Kennedy, just for the location of the spawn. And then we can move one like way over here. This one we're just going to, I'm going to name this one Coliseum. Just pick what name you want your location to be, and you can just put it for your spawn location. And now I just go duplicate that again, and I'll just bring it right next to your bus driver one, no, bus spawn, and I'll just name this one Apple's Field for this. And now we got our three different swans. Let's, that's pretty good. Now let's go to your started GUI, click on that. You can just put your screen GUI. And now we go to create a text button for your uh, bus driver team. I'll just name this one bus driver. And you can also rename your text to whatever you want within this name. I'm just gonna go with bus driver for this one. And for the other one, I just go duplicate that and just bring that down. I'm gonna be having this one as our passenger team. But I'm just gonna name this one just passenger for that. So I'm just gonna go with passenger for the other one. Now that I did that, we're gonna create another screen GUI. And then you can create a frame. And this one's going to be your selections on which place you want to spawn for the passengers. So I'm just going to just make this a little bit bigger. And now I'm just going to add in our text buttons. This one will be Coliseum. We'll just bring this down a bit. Scale this over. I guess I can also make this text scale just so we can see the names of them better. So yeah, this one will be Coliseum. Next will be for Kennedy. And I could just scale the frame down a bit more. And we're also going to have one for Applesfield. So let me just go ahead and rename this one to Applesfield. And now I'm just going to change the color of them just to make them look a bit nicer. Let's just make them, I guess, we could just do a light blue for them. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool for the text color. And then for the background, just going to do kind of a less, like a darker blue for them, I guess. Should be fine. Yeah, that is kind of a bit hard to see. So let me just uh, redo that and change the background of that one to orange, like a reddish orange. Yeah, that should be a lot better. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create one more text button. And up here, this is going to be a place where we will be able to exit the frame. We're just going to scale this down. And that'll be our X. And this one, I'll just create this one more red. And just like that, we got our simple frame for where we can pick which spawn location we want. So now we just need to just change the names of these text buttons. So I'll just put in Coliseum. And I'm just doing this so it'll be easier to recognize which one is which. So then we go with Kennedy for that. And last one, Applefield. And last but not least, the text button. No, the exit button. And this one is just a simple frame, so we'll just go with the passenger choice for this. And this one will be for your passenger spawn location that I'll put for this screen GUI. Now that we did that, I guess we could also change the name of this one. So I'll go with Team Changer for the screen GUI. And now that we did that, we also need to add in a remote event. And this remote event will be helpful for us to call the server when, well, fire to the server whenever we need that. So for this one, I'm just going to name this one Team Change. And this is pretty much the setup we have. And now we can get started with scripting this. So firstly, let's start with the bus driver. Wait, no, actually, we're not finished with the setup because we just need to change. Oh no, actually, we did change the team color. My bad. So yeah, we're done with that, so we can start scripting. So we go to bus driver, we can just add in a local script, just like so. And for this one, for the script, I'll just rename this to uh, change team for our script. This I'll do local button equals bus driver. No, equals script dot parent. In order for us to get the bus driver, then we will do we'll get which team we want to switch to. And for that, we got that underneath here. So we want to get bus driver. So we will do local uh, bus driver team equals game dot teams dot bus driver. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to use an event. So we'll do button dot mouse button one click. And whenever you click on this button, this event will be fired. Then we do connect function, and we got that up. And we also need to get actually one more thing as the variable. No, two more actually. We also need to get our bus spawn and the team change. So we'll do local uh, bus spawn equals game.workspace.team spawn bus driver spawn dot bus spawn for that one. And we also need to get our team change, so we'll do local team change equals game dot replicate to storage dot team change. And now we got our team change for our remote event. And now what we can do is we can also get the player. Also got a player, so we'll do local player equals game dot players dot local player. And underneath here, what we can do is we got to do team change fire server. And what we want to fire is which team we want. And the one we want is the bus driver team. So you can just put in your team that you want. I had the variable bus driver team, so just you can name the variable whatever you want, but just put that team in here. And now we can move the player to the bus location. So we'll do player.character and we'll do move to the bus spawn dot position. And now should be able to bring the player to the bus spawn. And now we're pretty much done with that part. And pretty much you could just copy this change team and we just go paste it over to this text button. Let's just call CM. And pretty much we're just gonna just be changing a few things. I'm gonna be changing bus driver team to the passenger team up here. And then you can change, get rid of this one, and we can do passengers, just like so. And now we just need to get our passenger spawn that we want. So we will do passenger spawn equals game.workspace.tspawn, and we have to go to the passenger spawn. Oh, oops. So I'll just do passenger spawn dot, and then we just pick which location we want. I want Coliseum, so I'll just put in Coliseum. And now we can put in here for this team that we want. We're putting in passenger team, and for where we want our player to spawn, we're going to be putting in the passenger spawn position. Now that we did that, we could just copy and paste this over to Kennedy and Field, and now we just have to just change the location within our passenger spawn. So I'll just do Kennedy for Kennedy, and lastly Field for Field. And one more thing I actually did forget to do is when we pick for change team, we are going to want to get rid of this frame because we don't want to see it after we pick a team. So what we're going to want to do is we could just simply just do button dot parent, and then we'll do dot visible, and we'll set that to false, and it'll get rid of that. So we just need to copy and just paste that to the others for Coliseum, Kennedy, and Field, and we will be good with that. And now we just need to add a local script for our exit button. And for this one, I'll just rename the script to just exit for that one. And we'll do local button equals script dot parent to get our exit button. And now we can do button dot mouse one click. No, mouse button one click next function. And now we just want to exit out the frame, which is passenger choice. So we will do button.parent.visible equals false. So when we click the exit button, the passenger choice will be false, and it will make everything else false. Well, no, it'll just make the frame false. That's what it does. So now we finish with our exit button. We just need to create a script within server script surface so it can receive the fired server from our local script. So let's get our team change for that remote event. So we'll do local team change equals game dot replicate search dot team change. Now we'll do team change dot on server event connect function, and for this one we're going to be able to get our player and the team we want. So for this we'll do player dot team is equal to the team. So actually let me just rename this, make this a bit easier. Here read. So pretty much when the local script fires the server for team change, the servers receive it and changes the team on the server. So I guess for this one, for the script, we'll just name this to set team. And now if we go ahead and let me just create this visible turned off. Oh yeah, we also need to work on the passengers one too. So just create a local script for your passengers. And this one, we're just going to be using this to turn on the choice passenger choice frame. That's all we want to do for it. So we'll just change the name of this to turn on frame as the name for the script. Then we'll just get the button, well, text button for passenger. So we'll do local button equals script dot parent. Then we can do button dot mouse by one click connect function. And all we want to do is just turn on passenger choice. So we will just get local passenger choice equals. So we're going to have to do script. No, we're going to have to do button dot parent parent. So we got the passenger button. We're going up to team changer, then we go up to parent. Then we can go down to your passenger spawn locations. Passenger choice. Yep. And now we got that passenger choice, so we could do passenger choice dot visible equals true. So now if we go ahead and test out everything, we'll be able to check to make sure that this either works properly or there just may be a few bugs. So we click bus driver, we are switched over to bus driver, passengers, that opens our frame. Let's go to Coliseum. And as you can see, we're at Coliseum all the way out here. Let's go to Kennedy. And we're at Kennedy. And lastly, Applespiel. And yeah, that's Applespiel. Anyways, I hope this bus tutorial helped you. No, the team changer helped you. And in the next tutorial, I will be showing you how to be able to do a day and night cycle. So see you for that part.